Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Alright, Alexis Bellino's ex slams lies about her custody. Great OC friend, Alexis Bellino's ex-husband, Jim Bellino is slamming lies about her custody situation. The two share 3 children, James, McKenna, and Miles. Yet there may have been some discrepancies when discussing a custody arrangement or schedule. Keep reading for Jim's side of the story. When Alexis Bellino was originally on RHOC from seasons 5 through 8, she was a dedicated wife. Whatever her husband, Jim Bellino said was gospel. He would somewhat control her life and her career, which could be hard to watch. By season 7, Alexis wanted to venture out more with her job, but she had to consult with Jim. He wanted to know how that would all work concerning raising his kids and being the proper wife. After they exited at the end of season 8, the couple divorced. However, Jim filed a lawsuit against current RHOC stars, Tamra Judge and Shannon Beater. Though the women won, it cost them hundreds of thousands of dollars. Then, Alexis and Tamra mended fences at BravoCon 2023. She has also become close to Heather Dubrow, so she was invited back as a friend for season 18. It did not hurt that she was dating Shannon's ex-boyfriend, John Jansen. This came on the heels of Shannon's arrest for a DUI hit and run, so she was bringing a lot with her. Alexis' ex-husband, Jim, has taken this opportunity to return to the spotlight, promote his restaurant and other ventures. He is also speaking up about mistruths he wants cleared up. One of them is the custody situation between him and Alexis Bellino. He has been seen on social media being very proactive with their 3 kids, Miles, McKenna, and James. According to Mio, he cleared up a false narrative on Behind the Velvet Rope with David Yontef. There was a claim that he was not with his children, but Jim immediately debunked it. That's a lie. First of all, my son's in college right now. I saw him today. My twins are staying with me tonight for 2 days. We have 50-50 its custody, and as you know, my kids will be 17 next month. They can stay wherever they want. Jim then went on to share how he and Alexis are doing as co-parents. I don't agree with a lot of the things that Alexis does, but we're amicable. We have a great parenting relationship. We respect each other as parents. Our kids stay where they want to stay. It was questionable if bringing Alexis Bellino was a smart idea. Some felt Bravo was slapping Shannon Beater in the face. They also did not feel she brought anything to the table other than the constant need to defend John Jansen. So, what does Jim Bellino think of his ex's return to RHOC? He is not a fan simply because she came back in the friend capacity. I don't think anybody should go on as a friend. You don't make money, first of all. So no, she goes back as a full housewife. To go through what Alexis went through this year, I wouldn't go back, but I think I have my own feelings about how she was edited and how she behaved. The season is still going as there is one more part to the reunion. Then, the network and Andy Cohen will decide who they want back for season 19. So, it is unclear if Alexis will be welcomed back for another season, and in what capacity. For now, Jim wants to make it clear he has his kids and Alexis should not return to the show. REOC Alexis Bellino's ex slams lies about her custody. In the world of reality television, nothing stays hidden for long, and Alexis Bellino of The Real Housewives of Orange County, RHOC, knows this all too well. Recently, a storm of controversy surrounded her personal life, as rumors about her custody arrangement and family life began to swirl. But Alexis' ex-husband, Jim Bellino, isn't staying silent. In a scathing public statement, Jim has taken to social media to vehemently deny the allegations and accusations that have been thrown her way, particularly surrounding her relationship with their 3 children and the custody battle that's been put under a magnifying glass. In the latest twist of the ongoing Bellino saga, Jim Bellino is calling out the lies surrounding Alexis and their custody agreement. It seems that what started as a private matter is quickly turning into a public feud, with accusations flying fast and furious. Jim's words were sharp, and the clarity with which he addressed the situation left little room for doubt. "I am tired of seeing the same lies spread about my ex-wife's custody situation," he stated, addressing the rumors head-on. His anger was palpable, as he expressed how tired he was of seeing false narratives painted about Alexis in the press. At the center of the controversy is the custody arrangement between Jim and Alexis for their 3 children, a topic that has been the subject of much gossip in recent months. Alexis Bellino, known for her bubbly personality and made her family a central part of her reality TV persona. However, as her marriage to Jim Bellino fell apart, things took a decidedly more complicated turn. The public's fascination with the Bellino family dynamic comes as no surprise, considering Alexis' high-profile life and the fact that RDJOC fans have followed her journey from the beginning. Alexis, who first made her debut on the show as a seemingly perfect housewife with a picture-perfect family, has faced her fair share of ups and downs, both on screen and off-screen. Throughout her marriage to Jim, viewers got a glimpse of their lavish lifestyle, their family vacations, and their life in Orange County. But when the couple's divorce became public in 2018, things took a darker turn. Jim Bellino, a businessman, has made his own career in the public eye. But his personal life has taken center stage recently due to his highly publicized divorce from Alexis. After the divorce, Alexis was granted full custody of their 3 children, but this arrangement was not without its difficulties. There have been reports of tensions between the ex-couple, with allegations that Jim is dissatisfied with the custody terms. These tensions, of course, have provided ample fodder for tabloids and social media users, eager to speculate about what might be going on behind closed doors. But Jim Bellino, as mentioned before, is not one to let false accusations slide. His recent post on social media was a direct response to the claims made by some outlets about his ex-wife's behavior and her relationship with their children. Jim, who shares 3 children with Alexis, 2 sons and a daughter, emphasized that he is an active and loving father who is deeply involved in their lives. He passionately asserted that he and Alexis have worked out a co-parenting agreement that works for their family, despite the challenges that come with blending private matters into the public sphere. Jim's statement is a clear rebuttal to claims that Alexis is somehow neglecting her responsibilities as a mother, or that she has done anything underhanded in her custody arrangement. In fact, he goes so far as to accuse those perpetuating these false narratives of spreading baseless lies with no regard for the impact on their children. In his post, he called for the media to stop speculating about his family, particularly when it comes to matters as personal as parenting and custody. "Enough is enough," Jim wrote. "It's time to put an end to the rumors and lies. Alexis is a great mom, and I will always support her in doing what's best for our kids. There is no custody drama here. There never has been. This is about our children, and they deserve to grow up without having their lives twisted by false stories." The fact that Jim has taken to social media to defend his ex-wife and clarify the situation only adds to the complexity of the story. While some fans were initially skeptical of Alexis during her RHOC tenure, Jim's public defense paints a picture of a cooperative co-parenting relationship, contrary to the portrayal of discord that some media outlets have suggested. The fact that Alexis and Jim have seemingly worked together to maintain a sense of stability for their children amidst the chaos of their high-profile divorce is a storyline that many fans weren't expecting. However, this public defense is only one side of the story. On Alexis' end, she has yet to comment publicly on Jim's statements, which has left many wondering what her perspective on the situation is. Her silence could be indicative of her desire to keep the focus on her children rather than engage in a public back and forth. Alternatively, it might be a strategic move to avoid further inflaming the already tense situation. The media's portrayal of Alexis Bellino over the years has been one of both admiration and criticism, with many fans viewing her as a glamorous figure living a life of luxury and others questioning her authenticity. Alexis has faced her share of controversy, particularly during her time on RHOC, where her wealth, her marriage, and her sometimes polarizing personality became key talking points. Yet, in the aftermath of her divorce, Alexis seems to have found a new sense of purpose, stepping out of the spotlight and focusing on her children and her personal well-being. Despite Jim's passionate defense of his ex-wife, the fact remains that their personal lives will always be under public scrutiny. Custody battles, in particular, tend to be contentious and emotionally charged, and it's clear that both Jim and Alexis want what's best for their children, even if they have differing opinions on how that looks. The public will continue to watch, but for now, Jim Bellino has made it clear that he's not going to let anyone drag his family's name through the mud without standing up for the truth. Her journey from the Real Housewives of Orange County to her personal life post-divorce has been one of self-discovery, growth, and navigating the challenges of being a mother in the public eye. It remains to be seen how this latest chapter in the Bellino story will unfold, but one thing is for certain: Jim Bellino is not backing down when it comes to defending his ex-wife against accusations that he believes are both unfounded and hurtful to their children. The truth, as always, will likely come out in time, but for now, Jim Bellino has made his stance clear. The lies stop here. Alexis Bellino's ex slams lies about her custody. In the world of celebrity relationships, drama and headlines are often par for the course. But when it comes to the personal lives of reality TV stars like Alexis Bellino, it's not always just about entertainment. The public's insatiable curiosity about the details of her private life has often been met with controversy, and this latest round is no different. Her ex-husband, Jim Bellino, has taken to social media to vehemently slam claims about their custody battle and to set the record straight about the supposed lies circulating about Alexis and her role as a mother. For years, Alexis Bellino has been a fixture in the reality TV world, rising to fame as a cast member of the Real Housewives of Orange County. While her life has been one of privilege and glamour, the scrutiny has never been far behind. Alexis and Jim's marriage, which ended in 2018, has been the subject of much public interest, and the messy divorce led to endless rumors and speculations. Amidst all of this, their ongoing custody arrangement for their 3 children has also become a focal point. In recent weeks, Jim Bellino posted a series of scathing statements on social media, aimed at clearing his name and criticizing what he perceives as false narratives being spread about Alexis. He specifically addressed the claims that she had received full custody of their 3 children following their divorce, painting the picture that these rumors were, in fact, fabricated or exaggerated. Jim's defense comes as a direct response to numerous reports and public perceptions that Alexis has enjoyed sole custody of their kids without much contestation. The accusations, according to Jim, are not only inaccurate, but have been deliberately blown out of proportion in order to portray him in a negative light. The truth is, there was no custody battle, as it's been portrayed. Jim stated in a now-deleted post on his Instagram, "There were terms agreed upon, and we have shared custody of our kids. I'm an active father, and no one should ever undermine that or suggest otherwise for clicks and views." Jim's comments seem to be an attempt to combat what he perceives as a slanted narrative, especially in the face of ongoing tabloid coverage and online discussions about Alexis' motherhood. According to him, much of the reporting has sensationalized their divorce and parenting arrangement, painting a false picture of an ex-husband who is distant or uninvolved. "I've always been present for my children," he continued, "and anyone trying to diminish that isn't being truthful." This tirade against misinformation also speaks to a deeper frustration Jim feels about his ex-wife's public image. Over the years, Alexis has garnered a reputation for being a devoted mother, a role she has often leaned into when discussing her life post-divorce. In interviews and on social media, she has shared moments of bonding with her children, painting a picture of happiness and normalcy. But it's clear that Jim feels her narrative doesn't tell the whole story. Jim's reaction is not entirely unexpected in the aftermath of a high-profile split, but the way he's choosing to push back against Alexis' portrayal of their custody arrangement shows just how complicated the dynamic between the two remains. As their divorce settlement involves certain confidential terms, the specifics of their custody agreement have never been fully disclosed to the public. But what Jim appears to be addressing now is the perception that Alexis has somehow gained an unfair advantage or is the sole caretaker, which he insists is not the case. He also makes it clear that the public should not take everything that is reported at face value, especially when it comes to matters concerning their children. It's harmful to spread lies about custody and parenting arrangements, Jim stated. The kids don't need to be caught up in this narrative. They need both parents in their lives, and that's exactly what they have. We're co-parents and work together as best as we can has certainly caused waves. It hasn't stopped Alexis from responding in her own way. On her social media platforms, she continues to emphasize the importance of her role as a mother and has not been shy about expressing how she strives to create the best environment for her children. She has, however, remained quiet on the specific accusations made by Jim, opting instead to share uplifting content about her children and family life. Some fans have taken this silence as an indication that Alexis may not feel the need to engage with Jim's claims, choosing instead to focus on the positive aspects of her life. This tug-of-war over public perception is hardly new for Alexis, who has had her share of media scrutiny over the years. From her appearances on The Real Housewives of Orange County to her personal life, Alexis has always been under the microscope. Her relationship with Jim, their subsequent divorce, and the custody arrangement have often been topics of gossip, and the public has been quick to form opinions. But the latest round of accusations takes things to a new level, with Jim taking to the online battleground to set the record straight in no uncertain terms. Ultimately, this controversy is emblematic of a larger trend in the celebrity world, where private matters often become public fodder. The world of social media and tabloid reporting ensures that even the most personal details are scrutinized, and when it comes to children, the stakes are even higher. Jim and Alexis, like many other divorced parents in the public eye, face the challenge of balancing their own reputations with the well-being of their children. And while their custody arrangement may have been settled behind closed doors, it seems that the battle over public perception is far from over. As for what the future holds, it's unclear whether Alexis and Jim will continue to clash over the narrative surrounding their family. What is certain, however, is that this drama is far from being resolved. The public will no doubt continue to weigh in on every twist and turn in their ongoing saga, and both Alexis and Jim will likely remain in the spotlight as they navigate life post-divorce, co-parenting, and the endless swirl of rumors that accompany their every move. But for now, one thing remains clear. In the world of reality TV stars, the battle for the truth is rarely straightforward, especially when it involves matters of the heart and home.